Earlier, we took you for a brief visit around some of the exhibits here at the Computer Museum. Well, if that's given you a thirst for more knowledge of the history of computer sciences, then I know a lady who's been doing a little bit of research herself. Kate.
Yes, indeed, Stephen. And I bet you can't guess where I did all my research. Oh, all right then, I'm pretty sure you can. It was on the internet, of course. Unsurprisingly, there is a wealth of information about the subject of computers nesting right inside your computer itself. And here is my rundown of the pick of the crop. I came across computerhistory.org after I'd been searching around for about an hour. The navigation bar across the top makes exploring the pages as easy as pushing beads across an abacus. Hover your mouse over the main headings to reveal a directory tree for each section. If you're planning a trip to Silicon Valley, then you can visit the museum yourself to see the building. But the online exhibits section should give you more than enough historic information until you can get there. Two exhibition sections of particular note: the Curator's Choice, detailing some of the most important progressions in the science of computing, and This Day in History, which offers up a quick fact from either this day or this week in the past. Well, the next site I've chosen in this category is an online lecture, something we're seeing more and more of these days. Now, these lectures are usually designed as study guides for students, but can make really interesting surfing for anyone. This lecture charts the entire history of computing science, from the days when cavemen developed a primitive form of counting to mark the cycle of religious festivals and rituals using the moon, right up to modern-day computers, web technology and networking. The content isn't particularly deep. If you're an intermediate computer user, you may already know a lot of what's on these pages, but it's presented really well, with pictures and diagrams and a really simple slideshow navigation style. The control icons are at the side of the page and at the bottom, very useful. And where you see the little exclamation mark icon, the author has inserted links to further information on external websites, so you can continue browsing to your heart's content. There's even the occasional detour, leading you off in another direction completely for a page or two, which I thought was a really nice touch. According to the author, there are still pages and sections to be added. I guess that's the problem with history, it's always in need of updating. Well, definitely worth a visit if you're looking for a palatable introduction to what is quite a hefty subject. Well, from information that's bang up to date to stuff that's obsolete now. If you can't get out to a real computer museum, then check out the Obsolete Computer Museum, the online resting ground for dignified old relics, like my old ZX Spectrum. Those were the days. Well, if you're a nostalgia fiend, on these pages you're bound to find that old computer you first cut your teeth on. Visitors to the site are encouraged to post comments and memories beneath each exhibit, which really adds a personal touch. There's normally several pictures and a little information from the owner of the original kit. I like the general graphic style too, and everything loaded really quickly, even the Java 3D models, well worth a look by the way. It's always more rewarding when you can interact. Well, after all that study, you're probably about ready to sit an exam now, right? Okay, maybe not. But if you do fancy a chance to test out all your newly acquired knowledge, then this online study guide, called Computers in History, offers up a selection of questions that should get the old grey matter ticking over. A mixture of multiple choice and text-based responses are needed. When you've finished, you can click to check your answers and receive a grade. The grade is at the top of the page, by the way, not very clear under your name. Well, that's the end of my tribute to the history of computers. I hope you enjoy surfing the sites. Don't forget, all the pages visited today are just a click away from our website. And if you stumble across any great sites while you're surfing, email them to us so that we can share them with the world. Stephen will have the addresses for you momentarily. Have fun.
Yes, those addresses coming up right now, in fact. A reminder first, though, of our email address for comments, websites, questions and such like. It is clickonline@bbc.co.uk. And for show information, including links you didn't have the time to jot down, check out